All right, so it seems that most of you are here ready. So are you guys ready now to continue our discussion? No, there is no such thing. we don't deal with two number system that operate simultaneously. However, we can have up to 8, up to 16, up to 24 numbers, but it is being read one by one. Okay, from lowest bit to highest bit. So it's bit by bit. Okay, and then it will process as one number. Okay, so later on, you will guys see on how we add two numbers. Okay, it's being represented by, let's say, three character or 3 bit. Say 3 bit plus 3 bit equal to 1 bit, okay, or one result. So I hope that I was able to answer your question, Miss Ira, Miss Ira, or
Yes,
Miss.
sir. Thank you, sir. Mr.
Ah,
Sir.
ba't kasi may Ira?
Sir, legit name ko yun.
Legit yan, legit.
Yes,
Alright.
sir. Legit.
Kapag nagalit sa mama mo, sa papa mo.
Hindi naman po, sir.
Wow. Alright, so any other questions or clarifications? Alright, so no one's talking means it's 100% clear. So that's only my assumptions. I hope that you guys are really getting what I'm trying to explain here. So again, when we see hexadecimal, it's represented by the same when it comes to 0 to 9. However, if it's 10 to 15, it's now A to F, right? All right. So here's the thing that you can do when it comes to conversion. So you can convert a binary decimal, octal to decimal, hexadecimal to decimal, and then any base to decimal. So here's how you do this. So we have here the rules on how do we convert any base to decimal. So when I say any base, it's covered by the binary, the octal, hexadecimal, or any base. Okay. So to convert an integer number in any base to decimal, just add all the products of each digit multiplied to its base in increasing power starting from 0. Okay. And then if we have, let's see, for example, fractional number. So this one is only for integer number. Okay. So we have an increasing power starting from 0, so 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 onwards. And we have your fraction in any base decimal, just add all the products of each digit multiplied to its base. So it's the same. However, starting from the decimal, it is now decreasing, or it is now a decreasing power starting from -1. So -1, -2, -3, -4 onwards. Okay, so it's incrementing by 1. So for you guys to be able to appreciate this one, so what is this integer number? What is this fractional number? We have here the conversion format. So with this way, or with this formula, you'll be able to understand fully on how do we convert a integer into a decimal, a fraction into a decimal. So take note, the base is always on the lower right, okay, of your uh, number. Okay, so this is the number that you want to convert any base into a decimal. So for example, the base is, let's say, 2. So this is binary to decimal. Okay, so and then we have here random numbers for now. So whatever is the value of this one, so you can start actually with C, or you can always start with the lowest bit actually. So again, this is the lowest bit, and then this is the highest bit. So the one thing that you need to do first is arrange this one from top to bottom, from highest bit to lowest bit. So we have A, B, C, X, Y, and Z. Okay, and then all of them will be multiplied to the base. Okay, simple as that. So just copy paste. Okay, copy paste is one from top to bottom, and then multiply them to its base. Like for example, if it has a base of 2, so times 2 times 2 times 2, Kagebunshin technique. No, just kidding. So times 2. And then from here, so you need to start with the decimal point. All right, start here. And then if it's integer, okay, start with 0. So 0, and then go into the highest bit, or higher bit rather. So this is 1, and then up to the highest, which is now 2. So 0, 1, and then 2. All right, so that is why we have here base raised to 0, base raised to 1, and then base raised to 2. Okay, and then for the fraction part, so whatever is the value of those, so x, y, z, so multiply to its base. So you will start with -1, -2, and then -3. All right, so that's why we have here raised to -1, raised to -2, and then raised to -3. Okay, and then just do the math. Okay, and then yeah, the easiest way is just your calculator, and then whatever is result in here, just put it in here. Okay, and then of course do not forget to write the base. So this is very important. This is the unit, okay, that we know. We have already know that this binary, let's say, yeah, binary is already converted into a decimal. Okay, so if I can well, you don't need to put the base anymore, since it's in a form of uh, multiple blanks or fill in the blank. However, if it's in a handwritten format, okay, so you need to write the base. Okay, so that's an indicator that this one is the converted value of this binary number. All right, so are we clear so far regarding with the formula?
Yes, sir.
All right, how about the others? I am not hearing any other people aside from Mr. Loras. Are you guys there?
Yes, sir.
Natulog yata ulit kayo eh. Pwede ba akong sumigaw para yung mga nakatulog magising, nakatapat lang sa cellphone? Ganun-ganun. Anyway, so yeah, I hope the others who are not responding were able to follow or were able to get this one also. All right, so we have here some examples. So we have A to F. So we have here binary. So how did I know that this one is binary? Just by looking to its base. Okay, so it has a base of 2. So this one is binary to decimal. Binary to decimal. So this one has a fraction part. Okay, and then we have here a base 8. So this one is octal. So it is asking us to convert this octal to decimal. Octal to decimal. But this octal now has a fraction part. Okay, and we have here hexadecimal to decimal and hexadecimal to decimal. And then again, this hexadecimal has a fraction part. All right, so let us start with letter A and B. So again, the first thing that you need to do is just arrange this one from top to bottom. Okay, so 1 1 0 1 0 1. So 1 1 0 1 0 1, and then multiply everything to its base. So very simple, right? 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. Okay? And then again, starting from the lowest bit, so this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. So start with 0, of course. So raise to 0, raise to 1, raise to 2, raise to 3, 4, and then 5. And then just add everything, and then you will get 53 base 10. Very simple. Just copy and paste and then let the calculator do the math. And then you will get 53. So could you guys please verify whether we have 53? Did we get 53?
Yes, sir. 53.
All right. So actually, supposedly, I need you guys to show this one. If this one is in handwritten, okay, if I need your solution. However, your quiz is not like that, so it's just fill in the blanks. So all you need to do is put 53, okay? So when it comes to your quiz, you don't need to put the base anymore, all right? So just put 53, right? So that's it for the letter A. How about the letter B? So again, just arrange this one from top to bottom, but in here, it's not from top to bottom, okay? So it's from the top to right, and then going to the left again to the right, and then left, right. So it's zigzag, Z, right? So we have here 1, 1, which is this one, and then 0, 1, which is this one, and then 1, 0, which is, oops, 1, 0, this one, 1, 0. And then for the last one is here, 1, all right? So sorry for that, since we don't have enough space, so I made it into a something like this, right? However, it's still the same. So 0 here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So the last one, the lowest bit is this one. So raise to 0, raise to 1, raise to 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. So that's it for the integer part, okay, for the whole number part. But for the fraction, okay, just arrange this one from top to bottom. So 1, 0, 1. And of course, starting from the decimal, okay, right here, we have here -1, -2, and then -3. All right. So from here, we have -1, -2, and then -3. Then again, just do the math, okay, and then you will get this result. So could you guys please verify whether this one is correct or no? Tama, sir. Wow, bilis naka-ready na yata. Okay, so I hope that you guys are doing this one hands-on so that you will experience it as of now. Okay, you don't just experience it when you're taking your quiz, when you're taking your activities, and so on and so forth. So the earlier the better. All right. So that's it for the letter B, and then we have here letter C and D. So we have here octal to decimal. All right, so this one's super simple. Again, just arrange this one from top to bottom, 4, 5, 3, 6, and then multiply everything to its base, which is 8. And then starting from the lowest bit, so this one is 0, 1, 2, 3. So raise to 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then just do the math, and then you will get this result. Okay, and then the same with the octal with fraction part. So 1274. So starting from here, we have 0, 1, 2. So it's already here 0, 1, 2. And then starting from decimal again, we have here -1. So just raise it to -1. And then just do the math. And then you will get this 87.5. So are we clear so far? All right. How about the others? Were you guys able to
Yes, sir.
follow on how did we get those results? So just let me know, okay, if there is a part that you guys are confused so that we can go back and discuss that one, right? So we have here hexadecimal, okay, to decimal, of course. So again, just arrange that one from top to bottom. However, in hexadecimal, again, this letter B is equivalent to 11, okay? So we have to convert that one to 11 since it cannot multiply B to 16, okay? So you can only multiply number to number. So 11 times 16. So of course 16 is your base, and then 6 here is no problem, 5 here is no problem, and then f, you have to convert this one also into a decimal, okay, or a normal number, wherein f is equal to 15. Okay, so if you're confused on how did we get to a to f, so just go back right here. Okay, so your 10 to 15 is being represented by a to f. Okay, and then of course just starting from the lowest bit, so starting from 0 1 2 3. So yeah, let's put it once. So raise to 0 is raise to 1, raise to 2, and raise to 3, and then you will get this 46,687 base 10. Okay, and then for the decimal, okay, or for the fraction part rather, so we have your AC. A is 10, and then C is 12, and then E is 14, and then A is still 8. Okay, multiply everything to its base, and then starting from here, we have 0, 1, 0, 1, and then from here, for fraction part, we have here -1 and then -2. So -1 and -2. Then again, just do the math, and then you will get this result, 729.9625. So are we clear so far? So could you guys please check this one whether you have the same answer or no? All right, so tama po sir, coming from Mr. Antero Audrey. So to those who are still checking this one, so check it using your own copy of your PDF. Okay, and then just let me know uh, you didn't get the same answer. So if you didn't get the same answer, then you might have done something incorrect. Okay, all right. And then we have your n-base number system. So meaning you can actually convert any base to a decimal. Okay, so we have here a base 3, base 5, base 9, base 13, and yeah, those only. And of course, we can also have base 4, we'll have base 6, we could have base 7, we could have base 9, base 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and then the rest are now covered by binary, octal, decimal, and then hexadecimal. All right, so still the same process, okay? So you don't need to worry about anything if it's n based. So just arrange this one from top to bottom. So 1, 2, 3. Then starting from the here decimal to the integer part. So it's raised to 0, raised to -1, and then from here it's raised to -1. Okay, and then just do the math again, and then you will get this 5.6666 base 10. All right. So the same with base 5 also, so nothing has changed. Just copy everything from top to bottom, multiply them to its base, and then starting from here, so 0, 1, 2, and then from the decimal, we have here -1. So -1, 0, 1, 2. And then I can just do the math, and then you will get 38.2 base 10. So are we clear so far regarding with n base? So yeah, basically when it comes to conversion of uh, any base to decimal, you don't need to worry about is it binary, is it octal, is it decimal, is it hexadecimal. So you can convert any base to decimal. Okay, so no problem, right? So it's ranging from base 1 to base 16, right? And then we have here some seat work supposedly if this one is a face-to-face setup. But since you're not in face-to-face setup, so I would like you guys to do this one as your practice. Okay, so this will be part of your practice exercises. All right. So So yeah, just answer those, and then it will improve you by solving or by converting any base to decimal. Okay, and then if we have any base to decimal, we could also have any base. I mean any decimal to any base. Okay, it applies to all number systems here. Para sure. Yeah, for the conversion for any base to decimal. Okay, so this is the formula that you need to follow. Where is that one? This one. This is the formula that you need to follow when it comes to any base to decimal. Okay. However, if it's let's say decimal to any base, then that's a different formula already. Okay, which we are going to discuss right now. All right. So that is only applicable for the any base to decimal. But for the decimal to any base, so this is the one that you need to follow. Okay, so we have here step 1 to 3. Okay, so repeatedly divide the given decimal number by the base and where you want the decimal to be converted to, and then until the quotient is 0. And then for each division operation, tally the remainder. And then if the quotient is already 0, then write all the tallied remainders by reading them in upward direction. So from bottom to top. Okay, so I know that just by reading this one and just by understanding this one is quite complicated to understand. So here's the example or the formula. Okay, when it comes to converting a decimal to binary. Okay, so starting from 13 right here, 13 divided by 2. Okay, so I guess it's easier if we will do this one on our own. So we'll start right here. All right. So from here, okay, mas maganda siguro pag pinaka-umpisa. All right. Starting from the blank. So from here, it's asking us to convert this decimal to binary. So the first thing that you need to do is, of course, copy the number or this one, 13, and then base 10. And then divide this one, okay, divide this one by 2. Okay, and then the next thing that you need to do is put here a 2 parts or 2 columns. So this is the integer part, and then we have here the fraction part. Okay, or this is where you put the whole number result, and then this is where you put the decimal or the remainder result. Okay, this is called the fraction part or the remainder. Okay, we'll just call it rem. So 13 divided by 2, so the whole number result of this one is 6. And then of course we have a remainder of 1. All right, and whatever is the value that you have on the integer part, so just copy that one and then paste it on the next row of this one. So 6 divided by 2. So why do we keep on dividing it by 2? Okay, so whatever is the number system that you want to convert it to, let's say you want to convert it to binary, then this will serve as your divisor. Okay, so if it's asking you to convert this one to let's say hexadecimal, okay, then that is now your divisor. So you have to divide this one by 16. Okay, so are we clear with that one? And why do we keep on dividing this one by 2? So this is your divisor, the one that you want to convert to. Okay. And then yeah, so 6 divided by 2 is 3, and then 0. Okay, so we don't have a remainder, so just copy this one. So 3 divided by 2, so 3 divided by 2 is 1, remainder 1. And then just copy this one. 1 divided by 2 is 0, and then the remainder 1. So why 0 here? Because you cannot divide 1 anymore by 2. Well, you can divide it, you'll get 0.5, or you'll get 1/2. Okay, but of course the one that you'll put here is of course the integer part only. Okay, so that is why we have to put here 0. And then, of course, whatever is the numerator will be your remainder. Okay, so this is the only time that you will stop once you have reached the 0 value on your integer part. Okay, so from there, this is now your answer. Okay, so you will only get the fraction part or the remainder. So you're going to read it from bottom to top. Okay, so if I will write the answer of this one, so this one is 1101 and base 2. Right? So did we get the same answer? 1101. Yeah, 1101 base 2. So were you guys able to follow so far?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is now your second conversion, decimal to binary. Okay, so before we can convert any base to decimal, right now we can convert any decimal to any base, right? So next, we have here decimal, okay, to still binary, right? But just a different value, okay? So 37 divided by 2, this is now your divisor since it's asking you to convert this one to binary. So 37 divided by 2 is 18. Of course, remainder 1. 18 divided by 2 is 9. Of course, remainder 0. 9 divided by 2 is 4. Then, of course, remainder 1. 4 divided by 2 is 2. Remainder 0. 2 divided by 2 is 1. Remainder 0. And then 1 divided by 2, this cannot be. So just put here 0. And then whatever is the numerator, just put here 1. And then once the value is already 0 on the integer part, and that's the time that you will stop and then read the remainder part. So it's from bottom to top. So 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1. 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1. All right. So did you guys get on how did we convert this 37 base 10 to 1001 101 base 2? Are we clear, guys? Did you guys understand this one?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Kayo
sir.
mamaya pagdating sa quiz, mamaya pagdating sa exam, mababa makuha nyo. So, pag may tanong kayo, tanong lang kayo kaagad, okay?
Okay, sir.
All right. So we have here 2010 base 10 to octal. Now, of course, since it is now asking us to convert this one to octal, then you have to divide it by 8. So again, whatever is the conversion that is asking to, that will serve as your divisor. So 2010 divided by 8, you'll get 251, remainder 2. 251 divided by 8, you will get 31, remainder 3. 31 divided by 8, you will get 3, remainder 7. 3 divided by 8 is cannot be, then that's the time that you will stop. So put here 0, and then whatever is the remainder, just copy it as your remainder. And then, yeah, just read the remainder part from bottom to top. Now, this is now your problem, okay, since this one is already a big number. So for you to be able to answer this one, so we have here 2010 divided by 8, right? So you will get exactly 251.25, okay? So the only thing that you will put here is 251, okay? And then for the remainder, so 0.25, 251, ano ba? Ano mas madali? Or you could just simply do this one via the usual way or the elementary way. So we have here 251, not 251, 2010 divided by 8. Okay, so just do this one so that you can get the remainder part. Okay, so this is the integer part, and then you will get here the remainder part. Okay, so there are other ways, but that one is already quite long. Or if you're much more comfortable in doing that one, then you can do the other way around. Okay, so there are other steps, or there are other solutions on how to get the remainder and how do we get the integer part only. Okay. But this is one way. All right. So are we clear with this one? So I'm
Yes,
sure you
sir.
guys know how to divide it this way. Okay. So this is the old way. Okay. Going back to the elementary days, or maybe even high school. All right, so that's how we've got those remainders. Just read this one from from bottom to top, and then you will get 3732 base 8. All right, and then we have here 2010 base 10 hexadecimal. So your device right here now is 16. Okay, so 20 divided by 16 is 125. Then it has a remainder of 10. But then again, in hexadecimal, it is now covered from 0 to 15. And then 10 to 15 is actually equal to a certain letter, wherein 10 is equal to 8. So we have to convert this one into letter 8. Okay? And then just keep on doing that one. So 125 divided by 16, you will get 7, remainder 13. Okay? And then of course, the equivalent decimal to hexadecimal 13 is letter D. So you have to convert that one also into letter D. And then 7 divided by 16 is cannot be. Okay, so just put here 0, and then whatever is the numerator will be your remainder. So once this one is already 0, so just just read this one from bottom to top. So 7D and then 8. So 7DA base 16. So are we clear so far? Hello guys.
Yes, sir.
So isa pa sa octal part. We don't have any other examples for octal anymore. Anyway, okay, so if you want to have more example when it comes to octal, so let's have another one. So let's say 2021. So the year 2021. So this one is base 8. So this one is octal. And then I would like to convert this one into, sorry. This one is always decimal. And then this one will be converted into octal. Right? So again, just copy this one, 2021 divided by 8. Then we have here the integer part, and then we have here the remainder. So 2021 divided by 8. So we'll have here 252. Okay. And then the decimal part is 0.625. So 0.625 times 8 is a remainder of 5. Okay. Or you can do this one instead. Okay. Then you will get here 252, and then has a remainder of 5. Okay. So I hope you guys know how to do this one. And if you want to do this one using a calculator, which is the faster method, a little bit faster. So just get the decimal, which is 0.625, and then multiply it to our base. Okay. So 0.625 times 8 is equal to 5. All right. So that's how we've got this remainder. And then just keep on copying this one. So 252 divided by 8. So 252 divided by 8. I've got here 31.5. So 31 here, and then 0.5 times 8 is 4. Okay? And then just keep on copying that one. So 31 divided by 8. So 8, 16, 24 is 3. Remainder 7. And then 3 divided by 8 is 0. Remainder 3. Okay, and then once this one is already 0, so that's the time that we will stop. And then just read this one from bottom to top. So the answer right here is 3, 7, 4, 5. All right. So any other questions so far or concern? None? Ano namang sasalita? Feeling ko tuloy wala kayo dyan.
None, sir.
All right. So anyway, so we don't have enough time anymore again. So we'll just continue the rest on the part 3. All right. So again, goodbye for now and see you guys on part 3.
Okay, sir.